have no doubt at all that we're going to see some weapon hate. Harrison Jones being a card that you can include in Dragon Priest if you're expecting to go up against Patron or even Control Warrior. You'd rather avoid Control, of course. That's my general assumption. I think, generally speaking, you don't want to be playing Dragon Priest against it because of brawls and just easy removal. It's hard to get them down, and you really have no reach.
Yeah. I think Dragon Priest is good against both variations of Warrior. The reason why it's good against Control Warrior is because they have really strong tempo tools and really valuable creatures. Yeah. If you get a good curve, you can really just deal with everything the Warrior throws out and put out a bunch of mid-range threats that they don't want to use removal on. If they do use removal on it, all of a sudden Ysera comes down, you don't have the executes. That's their win condition. Also, cards like Cabal Shadow Priest will steal away your Acolytes of Pain. And in Patron, it just feels, the matchup feels so tough all the time. And
so, I mean, this is kind of an interesting start because the Priest players got pretty much the perfect tempo. But for Dragon decks, it looks like it's very low on Dragons. I mean, we don't see Warmer Station, we don't see Twilight Whelp.
Where are the Darkins at?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit interesting. Usually, I think they hard mulligan for those 1-drops, which is usually what they do, and sometimes you just don't get them.
Yeah, and this coin Dark Cult is going to get punished really severely. This Fiery War Axe top deck is crucial. I mean, weapons are the most important cards that you're looking for when you're playing up against a Priest as Warrior. Lets you get that extra value without letting the Priest capitalize on the heal. If he's able to heal even once in the early game, then your advantage just goes out the window. Like, the weapons become worthless if you can use them. Like, it's too late. The power shields come down, then it's already way too late to capitalize on it.
Yeah, this is a really rough hand for Washington State, though. Usually those Dragon Priests, you sort of rely on that good curve out. As it stands right now, they don't have an activator for the Blackwing Corruptor. Don't really have a good target for Velen's Chosen, because you usually want to play Velen's Chosen when your minion is already established on the board, not in combination with another minion that you're placing. Just so you don't use 2 cards just for it to eat a removal. And if you're the Patron Warrior in this matchup and you have initiative, it's the most you can hope for. Sometimes it still isn't enough because the amount of AoE that can punish you later in the game.
Right.
But it's all you can hope for, yeah.
So, a bit of cycling. I mean, I totally get it. Turn 4, nothing will come up that'll kill your board, really, in this case. Like, if it's Shadow Madness, then that's fine, because you don't lose anything but 1 minion. They might get a draw from the Acolyte, and that kind of sucks, but ultimately you get it back.
They can draw 6 cards next turn.
Yeah.
Possibly 7 if they have something to attack with the Acolyte.
Yeah, exactly.
That is nuts.
Yeah. It's Patron, man.
It's like their whole deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you're easily impressed. I remember the days where Patron Warrior drew, 17 cards a turn, so this is kind of mild.
17 cards a turn.
Yeah.
They're playing the cards faster than they can draw them.
Yeah, you don't look because you don't have time.
Yeah.
Patrons are replicating. You can't wait for the animation.
Yeah, Hearthstone should have that mechanic. If you are about to draw your 11th card, if you can play a card before the 11th card comes in your hand, you get to keep it.
Well, it's an achievement unlocked. What would it be? Actually, what do you do in this case? I feel like there's a good argument to be made for using the Battle Rages, but I mean, you should be able to find an execute here, right? Considering the amount of draw you're getting. Oh, there we go.
There you go. You can even Battle Rage again.
I would.
And then just use the execute with the Armor Smith or the Fire War Axe, whatever you deem to be the least important.
Although Slam Execute is tempting. It's just that Nova then punishes you for not Battle Raging the second time.
Yeah.
But I really like the Slam Execute.
Yeah.
You're forcing a Nova and you get the initiative back. Or you can play Lotheb. It stops something like a Cabal Shadow Priest on your Acolyte of Pain number 2, so you just don't play it. So you take your time, and you get to keep the weapon as insurance as well. You can even not execute, you just use Slam with the Acolyte and your Axe.
Yeah, your executes are really valuable in this matchup because of Ysera, but at that point, if you get to the point where Ysera is played and you haven't already won the game or almost won the game, usually you've lost anyway, so you sort of have to use your removal as tempo tools early on in the game, and so I do like this play. It's tough to sort of pass up on that Battle Rage where you're drawing 3 cards as opposed to 1 with the Slam, but you do hold on to your board, and that can be really important. And Washington State drawing into another Shrinkmeister, not what they want to see at this stage.
Here there be no dragons.
No.
Nope, none.
And Cabal Shadow Priest, getting a Cabal Shadow Priest on a 1/1 Armor Smith is not what you're really looking for.
I'll take it, but that's not what I want.
Yeah.
Wow, the
Oh
tempo
my
Meisters.
goodness.
Wow, these guys are sacrificial lambs at this point. And this battle rage, if they want it.
Yeah, and
Not that at this point I feel like it will actually maybe be bad, but you
Yeah.
can go Paladin Shredder, Battle Rage, and draw your heart
I don't
out.
know if this deck really, this matchup really ever comes to fatigue. A lot of times you
doubt
just
it.
run out of resources.
Right.
If you run out of resources, you run out of resources as a Patron Warrior. So it looks like they are going to go with the Battle Rage. I was kind of expecting them to, seeing a clunky hand from Washington State, expecting them to trade off the Armor Smith and maybe use a, actually no, they couldn't do that. Doesn't line up well.
Use the,
There was something to try and play around Cabal Shadow Priest, but there's no way.
yeah, you almost can't.
Yeah, the Armor Smith's at 1 health, so they can't Cruel Taskmaster, and then they can always steal the Cruel Taskmaster, so
if need be.
I like this play.
The Dragon comes out a turn too late, it feels.
I wield the
Yeah.
power.
They do find a Dragon for the Blackwing Corruptor, but we'll see what comes out of the Shredder. It is a mana. Oh my god. This could be so disastrous when, like, you know, in another deck, this just completely blows out the game.
Who said Patron Warriors couldn't do 20 damage in a single turn anymore?
Yeah, it's pretty close.
From hand.
I remember Rampage.
Yeah.
The days of Rampage are long gone, but
Yeah.
actually, speaking of Crazed Alchemist, Mana Addict gets his stats permanently switched once you do it.
So if you cast a spell,
If you go Mana Addict, right? Let's say you're a rogue, you go prep, backstab, prep, eviscerate.
Prep backstab, it's so good.
Coin prep sprint. No, it's like prep coin sprint. It's like, yeah, pretty sad. But I feel like you could like make the stats permanent.
So it becomes a 3/7.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, if you cast 3 spells.
And you just attack for like, 25, and then you
Yeah.
just switch back to a 325.
I'll have to experiment with some stuff later. Well, now they do have the Dragon synergy, but they can only use one of these dragons. You can get the Battle Cry from the Twilight Whelp, or you can get the Dragon Synergy Battle Cry from the Twilight
They
Guardian.
can get it 2 talls at least, right? Which is
Yeah.
going to stop the opponent a little bit, but at least there's no execute, right? Well, at least you've seen one of them, so you don't expect the other
Yeah.
one. You think you're safe from this frauding, but with the double Whirlwind, I think this is going to require some math to be done here, because there might be some kind of looming near lethal, if not lethal, with the Corsair that was just picked up. I mean, the Mana Addict gets buffed, the frauding gets buffed. You have 4 damage with your
Dread
weapon.
Corsair adds another damage. Cruel
Right.
Taskmaster adds another damage.
Double Whirlwind adds more damage.
Ah.
It looks like lethal, but I feel like this is the intuition thing
Yeah.
where you just don't calculate, just go
This is
in.
like a flashback to like 2 months ago where, yeah.
I just
okay.
brain freeze and I just do
So
it.
let's see. They could get through with both Whirlwinds,
For sure. Wow.
but they'd have to attack with the Mana Worm before.
The Armor Smith, I'm sure you mean.
Yeah. Armor Smith before.
Can you believe this?
That actually ruins it.
No, not at all, because you have 2 Whirlwinds to use.
Well, but you have to get through the.
Well, you get
you could. They could have actually made it so that the. Oh no, they couldn't. Yeah, they could have actually made it so that the Mana Addict attacked as well, but that would only have been 5 extra damage. The extra Whirlwinds might give them more.
This is a bit odd. I'm not sure about this. It looks like lethal. Right? Because this gives you like an extra
Not cool.
5 damage. So
Did they get it off? Yeah, the enter
That's
button's green.
lethal,
The rope
right.
is extended.
That's lethal.
Lethal damage!
Esports! Mana Addict did nothing.
Yeah, it traded into the Wormrust Agent though, so really well spotted by UC Santa Cruz. I would have done that a different way and missed it. So they're actually going to take the victory in the series, going into a rough matchup and taking the win.
Wow. Look.